Hello everyone, and welcome to another game between my 1978 Pittsburgh Steelers and my 1978 homegrown Cincinnati Bengals. I just wanted to kind of make a video at the start of the game to kind of go over the concept of what I've kind of settled on as far as my version of APBA Football that I'm using with my homemade 1978 APBA Football cards. So with each set, I'm only making the starters, and so basically this was created last night. I've got a defense card. Their pass defense is -10, so they'll get a red token for -10, and their run is +4, so I'll give them a clear token of +4 when Cincinnati's defense takes the field. And for every running play, because they're a +1, for runs of 1 to 5, I'll subtract 1 and add 1 to the yards gained for Pittsburgh. And once this is depleted, it comes off the board and there's no more adjustments or mods on the run yards gained. For runs of 0 and negative yardage, you do not use the defense impact points, as I call them. And for pass plays, they're a -10. So for every play that's a gain on a pass play, between 1 and 5 yards, you would subtract 1 yard gained and then take their defense impact point down 1. For plays over 5 yards for runs and passes, you subtract 2 yards from the yards gained and take their defense impact points down 2. Same for runs if it's a gain of over 5 yards. So that's how I'm doing my defense impact. For sacks and interceptions, I list on the defense card the number of sacks and interceptions that the starting defenders have, and when there's an interception, I employ my interception cards. And the interception card, basically you roll on it, and 64, whatever interception has number 34, you go down to interception number 34 on the card. And if they don't have 34 interceptions listed, then it would be an incomplete pass. So in this case, interceptions, 1 is here, interception 2 is here, 3 through 6, 6 through 9, and then 9 through 12 would be Scott Perry, or 10, 11, and 12 basically. And same for sacks. I created a sack card that I roll against, and if there's a potential sack, I roll on here and then determine the sack by rolls by definition. If it's sack 15, you have 1 through 4 will be Gary, Burley, 5, 6, and 7 would be Wilson Whitley, and 8 through 13, Eddie Edwards, 9 through 17, Ross Browner, and so forth. So that's how those work. And let's see, what else am I doing here? So I really like how this works. I get the feel. It has a good feel for me as far as how the defense is impacting the plays and how the offense is working. I'm using it in combination with my single solo game chart, I should say. And it's displayed up here on the screen in front of me. There it is over here. And so it's up on the screen right in front of me. And position the camera. So all I have to do is look up and reference that. It makes gameplay so much quicker. I've been tweaking it, and I've pretty much done tweaking the game chart, so I think I've got something I can work with. So what I do is, for the kickoff, let me get my game offensive line for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh will have the ball first. I have 5 possessions per game. In this game, Pittsburgh actually ran the ball 49 times against 20 rushes. So on rolls of 1 through 5, they're going to be running. And I'll make adjustments to try to tweak in to get the right amount of run attempts versus pass attempts during the game. So if I need to throw a pass and the down and yards to go calls for that, I will certainly do that. And the Bengals ran 19 times against 36 passes. So they passed more than they ran. So this should be the other way around. 1 through 4 will be a pass for the Bengals. Now the actual score of this game was 28-3 Pittsburgh. So 1 through 5 will be a run for the Steelers. Maybe I'll make that 1 through 4, and I'll make adjustments during the game to try to get the attempts for rushing and passes correct. And then 1 through 4 will be a pass for the Bengals, because as I said, they passed 36 times against 19 rushes. So Bengals will be kicking off, and kicker is Chris Barr, and their offensive line will go there. Their punter, just trying to get my card set up real quick. So I only made, for each team, an offensive card and a defensive card. And then the kicker, punter, fullback, running back, quarterback. And then the wide receiver, that's my X man, and then the slot is the Z, and the tight end is the Y, and then I have the punter and the punt returner and the kick returner, Ray Griffin and Dennis Law for the Bengals. And somewhere I have the defensive card for the Bengals as well. So that'll go right up here, and we'll have our kickoff and just run a few plays and show how this kind of works. Okay. So Pittsburgh will be taking the field first. Let's get the kickoff. And it's a 61. We'll look at Chris Barr's card. And it's a 9. That's taken at the 8-yard line. And the return will be by Larry Anderson of the Steelers. And that's 43 would be 25. And that's a return of 13. Plus 8 be 28. And first down will be at the 38. So the Bengals defense will take the field. They're a minus 10 on the pass and a plus 4. So that's why there's the clear token on the run. So right off the bat, I feel like I have a good feel of what the defense of the Bengals is like. They're going to be good against the pass and not so good against the run. Now the worst you can get is a plus 12. The best you can get is a minus 12. So the Steelers will take the field. I love having the uniform colors. It's got their team record. If I want to, I can turn it over to the other side and show the offensive line and the pass attempts made that year versus the rushing attempts. So I line them up with my Y back on the far left there, my quarterback in the middle, running back here, fullback right below the running back, my Z back next to him, and I'm missing my tight end, the X back. There it is. So I've got my 6 main cards here. So I'll use the black die to determine the run, which will be 1 through 4 will be a run for the Steelers. If I call a pass, then I'll use the black die to determine the receiver that's being targeted. So here we go, 1st and 10. First possession for the Steelers, 5 possessions per quarter. So it's a 41, and it's a run by Franco Harris. And 41 is a 33, which we all know is going to be a fumble. But on my single solo gain chart, let's see, for the fullback, it's a 7-yard gain, and it's a possible fumble. The decide or die will tell. Now on 34, it's always going to be you'll roll for the possible for the fumble to see who recovers it. But in a 33, for my single solo game chart, it's a possible fumble, and decide or die says no, so it's not a fumble. So it's a 7-yard gain. We'll add 2 because it's a gain of over 5, so it's a 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1. That's because of the weaker run defense of the Bengals. So it's 2nd down and 1. And we have a run by Rocky Blyer on a roll of 21, PRN of 20. And so that'll be a gain of 3 plus 1, a gain of 4. Again, you can see the influence of the defense coming in. 1st down on the 41. This is a run by Franco Harris, 22. And that'll get you 6 yards, plus 1, 7-yard gain on the play. 2nd down and 3. It's a run by Rocky Blyer, and that'll be a gain of 3 for a 1st down. And you can see that the defense impact points are now used up, so we'll be going straight by whatever the results are. This is a run by Franco, and that will be 4 yards. 2nd down. This will be pass. Oh, I've got the X and Y's backwards. This should be my X back and my Y back. Lynn Swan wide out. Tight end Randy Grossman. John Stallworth is in the slot. We have Rocky Blyer in the running back slot, Franco Harris fullback, and of course Bradshaw's quarterbacking. This will be a pass to Lynn Swan, and that's a 10, and that's a gain of 8 plus 3 for A receiver. And for C receivers, which I don't see one, Rocky Blyer is a C receiver, I would subtract 1. And for A receivers, I add 3, and for B receivers, no adjustment. So in this case, it's an 8-yard gain plus 3. So that's 11. Because they have a good defense, I subtract 2 for over 5 yards, making a 9-yard completion. And that is a 1st down on the 36. So Cincinnati's pass defense is good. They did subtract 2 yards from that gain. Another pass, be targeting Randy Grossman, 61. And that's a gain of 4 yards. And minus 1 is a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. And that'll be a run by Franco, 32, and that will be 4 yards. 3rd down. 3rd down and 3. We'll just go with the black die, and it's calling on Rocky Blyer, and it's an 11, so that's a gain of 9 yards. And Pittsburgh's down to the 20, just like that. They're moving down the field. Now, Pittsburgh ran 49 times in this game. So that may be because of Cincinnati's strong passing defense. that they had that year, or it could have been just that they had the game in their back pocket and they were just running the ball to get the game over. So there's a 2. This will be Franco with a 22, and that'll be a gain of 1. Second down and 9. There's a pass, looking for John Stallworth, and 32 will be incomplete. I'm starting to memorize my own chart now. So third down, and because we have 9 yards to go, we'll call a medium pass. Target will be Rocky Blyer out of the backfield. 62 is a 17. That's a 3-yard gain, and because Rocky's a C receiver, that will make it a 2-yard gain, and because of the pass defense, that'll make it a 1-yard gain. So that'll bring up fourth down, and we're outside the 16-yard line, and so we have a field goal kick by Roy Jarella, 25, and that is good. So Pittsburgh on their first possession gets a field goal, and it is a 35-yarder, and they're up 3-0. And the game's being played in Cincinnati, and they have a 3-0 lead. The kickoff by Pittsburgh, 7 is down to the 6-yard line, and the return by Ray Griffin of the Bengals, 62 is 17. Archie Griffin's on this team, Heisman Trophy winner. I don't know if Ray is any relation to him or not. I want to say it could be his brother, but I'm not sure. 17 is a return of 37 on that. Yep. So 37 and 6 will put it at the 43. It's a nice return. Cincinnati will take the field. Cincinnati's offense will now take the field. First and 10 at their own 43. Here's Archie Griffin. He'll be in the running back slot. Our Z receiver in the slot is Billy Brooks. Ken Anderson's quarterbacking. Had a QB rating of 58 or something like that. I was a little surprised. And Pete Johnson will be the fullback. Don Bass is the tight end in the Y position. And then the Steelers' defense with their pass of -1 and their run defense of -11. So that's what Pittsburgh's defense looks like. And you can see all the big names there. So 1 through 4 will be a pass for the Bengals. And this will be a run by Archie Griffin. 23, 26, and that's a gain of 2, -1. So it's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. That's a run by Pete Johnson. UPS man's here. Looks like my dog is not too happy about that. 14 is an 18, and that is a gain of 4, -1. It's a gain of 3. Third down already. We have a pass, looking for Isaac Curtis, 42. That's a 9. That's a gain of 6, plus 3 because he's an A receiver, 9. Subtract 1, gain of 8. So I really like how you get the feel of the defense and their impact, and also using the defense card for the sacks and the interceptions. It's okay, it's just a UPS man. And let's see, that'll be a pass to Don Bass, the tight end, 55 is a 10. And that's 8 yards, and he's a B receiver, and there's no more defensive impact points left for Pittsburgh, so that's a gain of 8. That'll be a pass to Billy Brooks from the Z slot, 25, and that's 10 yards, or PRN of 10. So it'll be 8 yards, and it's an 8-yard gain. First down at Pittsburgh's 29. The Bengals are moving, and that'll be a pass looking for Archie Griffin. And 16 will get you 3 yards, and that'll be a gain of 3. Second down and 7. That'll be a pass looking for Pete Johnson, and that'll be a gain of 8 yards. First down at the 18. And that'll be a pass as well, looking for Isaac Curtis. And 36 will be a penalty. Another thing I do on my single solo game chart for penalties, if it is decide or die, if you get the dot, it's against the offense for 10. If not, it's against the defense for 5. So that's an offensive penalty, 10 yards. First down and 20. And that's a pass looking for Don Bass. And it's a possible sack. So we want to look at the defensive card of Pittsburgh against my sack card. And if it's a sack, it's a -4. And let's see what the sack card says. 24 will be sack number 10. So the first 9 would go to Greenwood. So this one goes to Joe Green. And he gets the sack of -4. I'm just jotting it down to note it. I do note who gets the touchdowns and sacks and interceptions. So it's a sack of -4 for Joe Green. Second down. And they're going backwards. This will be a pass. The target is Isaac Curtis. That was a 1. And it'll be a medium pass. 32's incomplete. Third down. And, 24, I think. So we'll go long pass here on third down. And very long. Target is Archie Griffin. 45 is a 12. And that'll be incomplete. I don't know if they can attempt a field goal. 32, 39. It'll have to be 49. Chris Barr's long is 52. I do note that on the kicker's cards. So they will be attempting a field goal. And let's see, 32 plus 7, 49, 59-yarder. Oh, wait a minute, 39. Yeah, 49. 49-yarder. And the kick is up, and I'm not so sure. It is no good. It is no good. Pittsburgh takes over on their own 32. And so Cincinnati got down in there and could not get any points. Pittsburgh's offense will take the field. And the defense for the Bengals will take the field with their -10 against the pass and +4. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video for now. I think I got a lot of what I'm doing as far as my mods into this one. And I'm really tickled with this and how it's playing. Again, this is the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the 1978 Cincinnati Bengals. It's currently 3-0. Each team's had 1 possession so far, and we'll see how this one turns out. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the forums.